Hello everyone, welcome to another Rural Picking Dad video. I'm Jared, full-time dad, part-time picker. And yes, I know it's been a while. I apologize, I haven't been making content. One of the reasons is I really am a part-time picker because I've had a lot to pick. The lockers lately, the prices have just been going so high that I just can't justify gambling quite that much. And then the lockers that I think I'm going to win have been canceling on me. So yeah, not a lot in inventory. But that's okay because it's given me an opportunity to focus on the part-time picker shack and getting this project done so that I can actually kind of have a retail space. And speaking of inventory, over the winter, with that a hoarder locker and the other lockers I got over the winter, I ended up just filling up this shed, and it made it really impossible for me to focus on the projects in the shed. So I've worked something out. I've gotten a lot of the stuff out, and today's video I think is going to be a DIY video. So I'll kind of show you where we're at with the part-time picker shack, and we'll go from there. So I still have quite a bit of kind of just junk in here that I still need to get out, but this whole space over here was full to the max. You can even, that wall there, the wall that I'm working on, I'll show you here in a minute. That wall, there was no access to it because this was pretty much stacked almost to the ceiling with boxes, dressers, that kind of stuff. So I recently had a friend offer me some storage space for a year for free. So I jumped on that and said, yeah, you know what, let's do it. And so for the last month or so, I've been getting pretty much everything out of my shed into that storage space, all that inventory, and I've kind of been organizing it because flea market season is about to start up here in the next week or so, next few weeks. I guess it's still a few weeks away. So flea market season will open up, and hopefully I'll be able to push a lot of that inventory off. I have been using an auction house, but that can only move so much stuff. So I got that storage space. That opened up this area for me to start working on, and I can kind of show you where I'm at. So last fall, you may remember me doing a DIY video of me pretty much replacing this whole wall, the wall that has the window here. I replaced this window and so forth. So over the winter, I did get some of the insulation in and stuff. Unfortunately, though, I did have some not chipmunks, but squirrels rip the outside sheathing off and sneak in here. And if you look up here, you can see all their pine cones and stuff. So I did have a little bit of an animal infestation over the winter, but I've got that plugged back up and covered, and hopefully I won't have that problem here anymore. But yeah, so this is the wall that I rebuilt last fall. And so just recently I got some of this lumber, as you can see here, that I've started to put up, and I'm starting to put up the lumber on the wall. Kind of a nice little, what's it called? What's that? Shiplap. That's it. That's what it's called. I'm going with the shiplap look. It'll work great in the shed. And the nice thing about this wood is I didn't pay a penny for it. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, Jared is one heck of a wheeler and dealer to get all this wood for free. But actually, it was kind of luck. Several years ago, my wife and I, we actually had installed some wood flooring in our old house. We've got some bamboo flooring from this company, and I guess it had a little more chemicals or that shouldn't have been there in it than it should. There's a class action lawsuit. I think the floor is fine, but anyway, there's a class action lawsuit, and because of that, we received quite a credit towards buying more lumber from this company. And we sat on it for a few years, forgot about it, and we found it and saw that it was expiring in August. And I thought, hey, maybe they have some wood that we can use on walls instead of floors. And they did. They had shiplap. So I reached out to them. They said, yep, come get it. And yeah, not one penny paid for the wood. I'm using nails and so forth that I found in lockers. So in a sense, this wall is free. So that works out pretty great for me. I'm not going to complain about that. And as you can see, I have started the process of putting up this shiplap. It goes up pretty easy. I did make a mistake at the first. There is like a tall side and a short side on the ridging. You could, if you want your boards to be more tight, you can do it the other way. And so at first I had put a couple the wrong way, and so they would lock really tight together. But I kind of want the shiplap look, I think. So I went with the short side. We've installed that. And with this shed, like I said, nothing's square. So I did my best to level. And as you can see along the way, it's on the floor there. But then here, there's a gap because I do think that the foundation has sunk a little over here. and then towards that side, it gets close to the floor again. But I made it square and even with, and level because the window is level. So I'm doing my best to make it look level. And that's what trim's for, to hide all the other parts that don't look level, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started. Maybe I'll throw up a time lapse because this is gonna be a long process, especially around this window and so forth. But yeah, I'll shoot a little time lapse and we'll see how far we get. What do you think, Oliver? How's it looking? How's it tasting? Give me that stick. Ah! All right, I am losing daylight, and it is dinner time, so I'm going to wrap it up here for now, but I'm not going to end the video here, but let me show you where I'm at. Here it is so far. It's coming together. Overall, I didn't make too many mistakes. I did make a couple. So on these lips, there's a long side and a short side. So if you want more of a shiplap look, with the spacing in it like this, you have to do the short side. And I put a couple boards backwards, not realizing it, and so forth. And then I accidentally had two boards seamed together. You definitely want to avoid that. So yeah, I had to, you saw me pull down boards probably a couple times. But overall, I'm just using finish nails. It comes off pretty easy if I need. I'm not like securing this with screws or anything. No need to. But yeah, I think it's coming along okay. Still got a little bit more to do. Let me know what you guys think so far. Oliver definitely approves. All right, bud, let's go get some dinner. All right, so it's been a week, I think, but I did finish this project the next day. I just haven't had time to shoot video, had a lot going on, but I thought I'd show you the finished product. There it is, done, finished, and it is glory. I still got to do some framing and trimming around the window and so forth. And if you look up here in this corner, you can see how I kind of have those stair stepped there. That's because this corner, I think over the years, has lifted because of frost and other things. So, and like even this wall, it's not plumb. When I was fixing it, I did my best to plumb it out. But yeah, not the most even, but it is a shed. I'll do my best to cover that up when I go on to the next project, which will be probably covering this roof and so forth. I don't know if I'll do it with wood or something else, but I would like to get some insulation up in there, seal this stuff off, because in the future, I would love this place to be able to be open in the winter. Maybe put like a fireplace in here or some type of other heating. So yeah, but there's the finished wall. And I did have some extra wood left after this. And I realized pretty much this product is the same product they probably used on the floor. Looks like there's a pine floor in here. And one of the very first projects I did on this shed is I had to cut the floor out in the back corner of this building and dig it out. It was full of dirt and so forth. And let me show you. Well, as you can see, there is a big hole in my floor. So a couple years ago, I came back in this back corner here of this building, and it literally just sunk in. And so I, of course, ripped things up to see what was going on, and it was built on dirt. The floor was just sitting on dirt. All the boards had rotted and so forth. So I dug all the dirt out and kind of built a deck foundation and so forth. Some of the other shed's still on dirt, so I'll probably be repairing that in the end. But I had replaced it just with this like cheap plywood. And so I thought, you know what? I have this extra wood. Let's see if it works. And it does. It's great. It's nice and solid. A lot better than the spongy plywood I put down. So yeah, so I got to get about 10 more boards to finish this. But I still have some money left on that card. And I think we'll cover it. So again, another project getting finished for free in the part-time picker shack. So yeah, just a short video today. A little DIY video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not as fun as going through lockers. I do hope that my next video will be a locker video. I have been on quite a few. Of course, lots have been canceled, but there's a couple that I think I'm going to win this weekend. So here's hoping. But yeah, short DIY video. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you watching. If you're enjoying this stuff, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay kind. A little kindness goes a long way. Peace.